My name is Julia Marquez. I am here in New Mexico, and so I looked to see what the most disciplinary actions are taken here through the board in New Mexico. There were two that were kind of big, and one was intimate relationships or sexual intimate relationships, and the other was seeing clients while intoxicated. That one surprised me, yes and no, because New Mexico has kind of a high rate of alcoholism. It doesn't make it right. I'm not saying that it does, but I just know that my state has kind of a high rate of alcoholism. It just kind of baffles me that someone thought that they could get away with trying to counsel someone while under the use, while being drunk. And the other one, again, having intimate relationships with their clients, either after they had finished their client relationship, but they didn't wait the 5 years, or during. Again, it doesn't surprise me too much. I can see how that can happen. You're with this person, you feel like you're getting to know them, you're building a relationship, but as a counselor, you have to have those boundaries. You need to know yourself, and you need to know your clients and when to step away from those situations. If you feel like you're getting too close to a client, that's a time to probably refer them to benefit the client so you do no harm. So those are the common reasons that they have been subject to the board. And one particular case was a female counselor, and she was reported by the client's mother in saying that the female counselor and the client's daughter got into an intimate sexual relationship, and there was threats made of, suicidal threats, and it seemed like a lot of gaslighting and very harmful. And it seemed pretty bad, and I was surprised to find out that the counselor in these situations, most of the ones that I looked at, they have their license revoked for 5 years, and they have to do 25 sessions with a therapist that the board deems adequate. And so for this one, though, it seemed a little more intense, and I thought for sure that it wasn't just a suspension of 5 years, that the license would be completely revoked. But I think I misspoke. It's suspended for 5 years and 25 sessions with a board certified counselor is what they had to do. And so in regards to the New Mexico Code of Ethics, it was ethics number 16.27.18.14 of the client, and issues directly affecting the physical or emotional safety of the individual, such as a sexual or other exploitive dual relationships. And that was one of them. And then for the ACA Code of Ethics, it's A.5.C, sexual and or romantic relationships with former clients or current clients. So those were the two. And both of them have something to say about both ethics have something to say about counselor impairment. For New Mexico, it's C.2.G, impairment, and basically it says that as counselors we must monitor ourselves for signs of impairment, our own physical, mental, and emotional problems, and avoid providing professional services when impaired. And basically the ACA says the same thing, and that's 16 27.18.16, professional competence, conduct, and integrity. Number D, or letter D, a licensed registered individual shall not undertake or continue a professional relationship with a client when the counselor or therapist is impaired due to mental, emotional, psychological, or substance abuse conditions. And it got me to thinking. I know that I have had some ups and downs in life, and I'm currently talking to a therapist, but I'm in a good place. And I know that I can generally sense when I'm on the decline. Yeah, I do struggle with depression and anxiety myself. My question is, depression and anxiety is kind of a fluid thing. You know, some days you're more anxious than others, and some days you're more depressed. And my question is, in regards to that, because it is so fluid, like, is it, you know, as soon as you feel like you're going into a depressive episode, you're like, nope, I gotta stop, I can't see any clients today? Or is it being mindful, like, okay, I'm starting to feel a little down, let me go talk to a therapist, let me do some really good self-care, I feel good enough to still see clients? Or do you have to just automatically say, no, stop it, nip it in the bud right away? That would be my question. So thank you and have a nice day.